Welcome to the Entertainment Rants Podcast, your number one source for all things entertainment. Join host Marco Mazzola and his fellow ranters as they sound off on the latest movies, TV, and the world of entertainment. Now, here are your ranters for the hour, Marco, Mila, Larry, and Bruno.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Entertainment Rants Podcast. I am, as always, your host, Marco Mazzola, and we are brought to you by the Subculture Podcast Network. You can find us online at bio.link/Subculture Pod Network. All right, let's go around the room and say hello to our ranters. Hello, Larry.
Hey, hey.
Hello, Mila.
Hey.
All right, gang, we are going over Wonka.
Wonka.
There it is. This is
to call back to Echo,
right? So 2023 Wonka. It is a prequel.
Yeah.
To the original, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory,
yeah.
Starring Gene Wilder. Not so much the Johnny Depp version, although there's little hints, but mostly it hints back to the.
Back to the original, yeah. I'm gonna go with that because the second one, the Tim Burton, was basically just a remake.
Yeah,
I don't. It didn't further the story along really. It kind of hits on a few other points. I think really like the end of that movie kind of pushes it that there is a part two or something like that. But I feel that the Johnny Depp version. Yeah, I know. But I feel that like the Johnny Depp version is literally just a remake. It's a movie that was done in a different vision, a Tim Burton vision. So I wouldn't associate this Wonka movie with that one.
No,
I would refer to it as a prequel to the Gene Wilder.
It's got the same song in it. It's got a lot of similarities to it.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. So let's go around the room. Well, first let's just give a little recap, a little tail of the tape, if you will. Stars Timothée Chalamet, who plays Willy Wonka, and just a decent cast. Not a I wouldn't say a star-studded cast, other than Hugh Grant.
Right.
You know what I mean? Who plays the
Oompa.
The Oompa Loompa, the one Oompa Loompa that we really get to know in it. Some other actors I've seen before. Matt Lucas, who plays Prod Nose, you've probably seen him from Doctor Who fame. He was in Doctor Who for a while. Different things like that. Olivia Colman. She's definitely been around for a while. So, there's a few in there, but obviously the main, Timothée Chalamet, he's all of everything. Dune. He's been doing Dune 2.
Oh, that's where he's from. Okay, yeah. I haven't seen that movie, but I've seen the previews.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And he does all the singing in this. He does his own singing in this movie as well, which is really cool, which I thought was really well done. But we'll go around the room and go over what we thought of the movie. Mila, let's go with you. I usually start with Larry. Let's go with you this time.
I thought this movie was going into it. I was skeptical. I was like, okay, cool, another remake of some sort, some prequel, and I was like, I don't know why, but I had such a weird doubt that it wouldn't be even close to what the movies were, But after watching it, I thought it was actually a lot of fun. I didn't really realize it was a musical, and very quickly, I found out that it was definitely a musical.
I'm so glad you did that because I have a question regarding that. Go.
But even as a musical, I actually thought it was I don't know. I just it was a good ride. It was fun. It had its moments of intense, it had its emotions. And I just thought it was a really well-rounded story. I just had a lot of fun with it, I think.
Yeah. Larry?
All right, so overall it was a good movie. It was a fun movie. I liked it. I'm glad you hit that musical part because that's actually one of the things that I have in my notes. It's wait a minute, this opens up with a song. And then maybe they go, wait, is this a musical? Which then makes me go, well, wait a minute, is the first one a musical? Because if this is a musical, then that's a musical.
To a certain degree, yeah. Not as many songs.
And then it was well, what makes a musical a musical? So that's where my whole musical mind went.
Yeah.
So it's I just kind of looked it up, and then technically it's anything that has a song, act, dialogue, and dance, and is considered a musical. So hence, this is a musical. The first one is a musical. If maybe it's in its basic form because there's music, there's dancing, the Oompa Loompas.
I mean, there's a lot of musical numbers in the first one.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of takes it a little time to get going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get the Charlie one by his mother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That kind of thing. That's one of the first ones in the beginning. And obviously you get a lot of the Oompa Loompa ones.
Yep. You got the Candyman.
You get the Candyman one. That's right. They get the Candyman one. That was actually one of the first ones.
Yeah.
And they're in the candy shop. And, the shop owner. And then you get, of course, the when Willie starts singing in the...
Is that you? I can hear it.
Could be.
Sorry. Anyway.
Could be me.
As we digest.
So yeah, and then you get obviously Willy Wonka singing, in the chocolate room,
yeah,
the boat and all that kind of stuff, and then at the end. So it's definitely musical. This one, it hits you right in the face.
Yeah,
this one is a musical.
Yeah, so like they're not hiding it.
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, even the music was it was catchy.
Yeah.
Like even the Scrub song. I was like, this is pretty cool. I actually like it. So for me, it was a fun watch, really. I mean, there's a couple parts in it that I was like, wait, is he a magician? Like, I still kind of don't understand that. Like,
yes. I mean, like, in a way, right? He's a magician with chocolate.
Yeah, but he pulled out the hat, and he had everything in his hat.
Yeah. He's magic.
He's got magic and magicianship.
So that's kind of like where I guess what I really thought of. So when I saw the original, it was just like, okay, here's an eccentric person who's figured out all these different flavors from all over the world, and he knew how to put them together, and he created this amazing candy and chocolate.
Right.
And that's just kind of where my brain went, and that's where it left. This one kind of leans on the fact that it's not just that, it's also, magic.
Yeah.
And that's kind of,
I mean, the first one has a little bit of it with the factory, right? When he's like when he goes into the room and the room gets smaller, and then all of a sudden it opens up to the chocolate room. You know what I mean? Like, oh, look, he's getting bigger. No, he's not. Getting smaller.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, whatever, or the opposite, actually.
Yeah. I mean, I
Things
guess.
like that. There's like a lot of magic in the factory itself that he created.
Magic or illusion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess that's where, for me, it was a little different. Right. So in the first one with Gene Wilder, for me, it was all like illusion, right? Like the big, small door, he's getting bigger, whatever. This one looked like it was straight up just magic. I was like, wait, what? Because again, he has his top hat and he pulls out fucking tea.
Yeah, he pulls out all kinds of crap out of the hat.
It's like a magic hat.
Candle,
right, the big jar.
And then he lights the candle
by blowing on it. And I'm like, wait, so that's what made me go.
Awesome. I love that.
But that's when I first saw him, when he goes to lay on the bench and he blows down the candle, and all of a sudden the flame comes up. I'm like, wait, is he magic? Like, is he magic like Hogwarts magic? Not like, look, I could pull a rabbit out of my hat magic. So that kind of, I don't want to say bumped me, but it definitely made me go, oh, this is a little different. Mm-hmm. So, outside of that, though, I mean, overall, and we'll obviously get into more detail, it was a fun watch for me. I was okay with it. I liked it.
Yeah.
Kind of, I'm going to put this right on Front Street. When I went to go watch it, it was rent for $19.99 or own for $24.99. I'm like, you son of a bitches.
Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, so there's like a $5 difference, and it almost makes you go, it's another $5. Yeah, of course they do.
$5, I can watch it twice. I've already made it over the rental price.
Yeah, but I don't plan. Well, not that I don't like. It's not that I didn't like this movie. Yeah, I know.
So I bought it. It already made it up for me.
I mean, I'll probably watch it one more time before the 48-hour rental period's over.
Yeah.
So that will make me feel okay about it.
Yeah.
But to buy the movies, I don't watch movies enough to buy them.
Yeah.
I don't watch them repeatedly enough to justify the purchase of the movie.
Yeah.
So
I'll end up watching this a few more times, like just to kind of not to bury the lead, but yeah, I've already watched it twice.
Yeah. Right.
I can't picture myself watching this again anytime soon. But that's just because I don't really rewatch a lot of movies.
No. You have enough on your list. You don't have time.
Yeah.
I know, right?
I'm busy. I'm busy.
She's definitely busy.
Definitely busy.
Got catching up to do.
So like I said, I've watched this twice already. The first time, I absolutely loved it. I liked it the second time. Unfortunately, I made the decision of watching it with my wife, who I love to pieces. But she hated this movie because she hated the original Willy Wonka. She hated the Johnny Depp version. She likes nothing about Willy Wonka, and as she calls him, a creeper. And she's luring kids to his candy factory and all this stuff. So like it was just like not argument, but like this discussion we had last night about it, and essentially why she's wrong. And back back and forth of like her, because I've read the books or I listened to the audio versions of all three. Like I listened to this one, I listened to the original, I listened to the Great Glass Elevator. And it gives you a lot more history and backstory. And why he gets the kids to come to the factory and stuff like that. So it's definitely perspectives and different points of view. So I get a different look at it and realize he's just eccentric and weird. He's not necessarily a creeper, but coming from her point of view, I get it. So watching it with her was a little it was kind of like she's looking at me like, you made me watch this piece of shit the entire time. So it's like anytime you do something like that, like it was always the same situation when I have like sushi with my mother and my dad was there. And he's like, why are you eating that? It looks like garbage. Like, really, dude? I'm not asking you to eat it. Stop making my food like crap.
Don't, as my wife says, don't yuck my yum.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just don't yuck the yum. Don't ever yuck someone else's yum.
Yeah, and that's what she was doing. So I ended up watching it again and loving
by yourself.
It again. Yeah, by myself and loving it again more. So that's fine. But overall, I really loved it. I loved the musical aspect of it. Some songs I liked better than the others. When the 3 other chocolaters were singing, that was a little weird. And they're singing to the police chief.
So it kind of reminded me. For me, it was almost like Chicago. Yeah, like the musical Chicago. Like when I watched that, it was kind of like that. That's what I got Chicago vibes from.
Big time.
From when they were singing, I was like, But I wasn't too fond of that part, honestly.
That was to me. That was like the low point. If there's a low point in the movie, that was a low point. Yeah.
I'm with you on that. I love the police chief though. Keegan-Michael. He's hilarious.
He was good.
When I saw him, I was like, "Oh, that's awesome!"
Like seeing him slowly get bigger throughout the movie.
The car shrunk.
Yeah, when he gets in, he's like, oh, "The car shrunk."
And then he goes, "Of course it did, sir."
Of course it did.
So it's nice, and I like most of the time. I like backstory stuff. Obviously, if you've seen the Gene Wilder, I grew up watching the Gene Wilder version, and I like the Johnny Depp version well enough, but the Gene Wilder version will always be the ultimate version for me. Because it's simply I grew up with it, and so getting the backstory on him, I enjoy that. I like watching where he came from, what his motivations were, how the factory came to be, where he got from. So that was kind of cool. It seemed like a little slightly different introduction to him to the Oompa Loompas and why they're there, but I'm okay with it. Like they didn't tweak it bad enough. Like they all, they added more to it versus changing it altogether. Yeah. You know what I mean? They just added more to the fact that this one was kind of hunting him down because he stole their chocolate and they wanted. Well, he stole literally all their chocolate. Yeah, all their cocoa beans. All their cocoa beans.
All their like 5
there was four. There was four.
Four on the island.
But that was the whole lot of them.
Yeah.
So he took the whole lot and poured. What was his name? I forgot his name. Damn it! I wish I wrote that down. Anyway.
Oh, what they called him? Was it?
Yeah.
It was something about his height. He was like usually.
Well, that's what his real name. But when he introduced himself to Willie, he gave him a different name.
He wasn't just Oompa Loompa.
No, that's what they are.
I know,
that's
but
their names.
I didn't think he had a name.
Georgia or something like that. No, I don't know.
Well, no, they he was like I have it here too. He was the Oompa Loompa, but they called him something. The Oompa Loompas. He said they called him something. But at the end of it, he's like, no, that's actually not what they call him.
Yeah.
He's like a couple centimeters.
Shorty McPoopy
Yeah, exactly. He's shorter than the other ones.
Began with an F. Oh, shit. Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
He's just listed as Oompa Loompa.
Oompa Loompa, yeah.
Because that was a nickname that he had, but like it wasn't what he was called.
Or something like that. I don't know.
Back into it. So, anyway, that being said, the overall story I thought was good. Like it didn't. It's kind of hard to put. Like not that it didn't go anywhere. There wasn't like a lot, right? It was in the one place because of the wash house and stuck in that one place.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But the original movie does that. Like it basically takes place in the factory.
Yeah. It starts off at Charlie's house and Charlie, the candy store, and then
in the factory for
the factory for like 75% of the movie.
So this was similar in that respect. Although I liked the store coming to be very, very heart-wrenching when the store basically catches fire.
Oh my God! Yeah,
there was definitely. Listen,
you poisoned us.
My daughter got a mustache. I want to burn your store to the ground.
Yeah, there's a couple of moments that hit you right in the feelings, man. Yeah. That was definitely one of them. And I was like, this poor fucking guy.
Right in the ears, straight to the feelings.
Right to the fucking. It was a fun. We were singing. We were dancing. Everybody was loving it.
Everything was magical.
Everything was
edible.
You can fucking eat everything in the store. It's like, you know.
Don't forget to eat your basket. I love that.
Well, the best. I was just about to say it right before he says, "Don't forget to eat your basket." It's like, all right, you know, it's $89. Oh, here's $100. He's like, "Would you like your change in, you know, actual
spendable
or edible?" The guy's like, edible, and I'm like, "That's fucking awesome! Like, that's great." It's
just give some chocolate coins.
Just give him some chocolate coins. Have at it, brother. And I was like, "Oh, that's awesome." And then that guy started turning
burn the place to the ground.
Yeti sweat.
Yeah, he's like, Yeti sweat. So, how did they?
He did not turn blue.
Huh?
He didn't turn blue.
I think it's because I don't think. I know. He might not have swallowed it.
Maybe. Yeah, I think he tasted the Yeti sweat. I was like, oh shit, this has got Yeti sweat, and I already stopped eating. My question is, how the hell did Bleacher and the lady get the poison?
Yes. That was always my question. How did they get the poison into his chocolate?
Yeah. And how did they get the poison, period? Like, Yeti sweat?
Well, no, my guess
he can't be the only person that is able to get all of these various different things, you know?
He's the one who set it up. Slugworth is the one who gave that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But how did they get it?
But how did they get into the chocolate?
His stash. So we never see that. We know they do it. But we never see them creep into his room and pour it into his
little briefcase, if you will.
Yeah.
That made all that chocolate.
Yeah.
That's a little.
I was also thinking. I was like, how are you making all this chocolate?
How you making all? Where's your factory at, bro? And he pulls out it's basically like a trapper keeper.
Yeah.
He's like, here it is. I'm like, wait, what? Time out.
That was where the magic almost went too far.
Yeah.
You know, he made this entire store's worth of chocolate out of that one little briefcase. That one little suitcase, little satchel.
Right, yeah.
It was hysterical, but, you know, it's kind of like you have to, you know, not suspend disbelief. You have to just throw it the hell away. Just believe. You just throw it right the hell away.
Just get it.
Yeah, overall. Favorite characters, least favorite characters? What do you got?
All right. I was excited to see his name because it was a straight callback to the first one, but I didn't like the character. Slugsworth.
Arthur Slugworth.
Yeah, Arthur Slugworth. When I saw the name, I was like, oh, I didn't know that was going to be like a character in this movie.
Yeah.
I thought that was just a throw-in because we know that name from the first one, right? Mm-hmm. So, and we know that he's Wonka's rival in the first one, right? So, when I saw that name, I was like, oh my God, they put the Slugworth name in there because it's just a quick little boom and then you're out. So I thought that that's all it was going to be. And then when they actually introduced him as a character, I was like, oh, okay, so he's... And then it made me go, oh, well, this is a prequel. So, yeah, obviously you're going to know him, and, you know, you meet the other two, and I'm like, all right, so there's three of them. There's a chocolate cartel. I'm like, all right, whatever. But the character, I didn't like it. I don't know. I don't know if it was like... I know that he was supposed to be, like, the creep. You know, he's kind of like the boss of the cartel. Like, I get all that. But he's
the Gus Fring of this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But like Gus Fring was a great character, though.
Yeah, he's like an over-the-top Gus Fring. He's the goofy.
Yeah, and it didn't
caricature.
I wasn't really feeling it. And just the storyline of how he like lied about like the little girl. I'm like, which. They if you're paying attention, you know that's coming because when at the moment that he says to the police, he's like, yeah, sit down and you see his ring. Like they zoom in on that.
Right.
And then when they showed her with the ring, I was like, oh, all right, so that's what it is. You know, like if you didn't pay attention to that one little moment, if you really wait until the end of when he shakes Willie's hand, you missed it. But that character I wasn't too fond of. You know, I like the other guy there, the one in the yellow suit.
Broad nose?
Yeah, I liked him. He was funny.
Okay.
I just thought he was funny because he just wanted him dead.
Oh, he's just so blunt about it.
We're going to kill them. He was like, yeah, I got that. He's like, yeah, but we're going to kill them. I was like, oh, fuck.
As a matter of fact.
Yeah, he's very, so I mean.
He's not beat around the bush, that guy.
Yeah, like, so, I mean, not that he's my favorite character, just he was fun to listen to.
I like Fico Gruber. He's poor.
The word. Mr. Bean's in the movie.
Don't mention that.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Mr. Bean's in the movie. When I saw him, I went, oh my, the 500 chocoholic monks.
Yeah.
So all right, because I'm hitting like on a couple different parts of this, right? Like this movie was a lot of that for me. Mm-hmm. It was like little sprinkles of really funny shit that I really, really liked. Then there's a couple of sprinkles with just emotion, especially towards the end. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little like, oh, she gets to see her mom. Spoiler.
Right. Yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Her mom, but I don't like her mom's reaction. Like, you thought your little daughter's dead. You'd figure that you'd have more of
And
a.
she's like,
about
oh,
it, yeah.
yay.
She's like, oh, you've been gone all weekend, and you just. It was like the reaction she had was like the little girl ran away for the weekend and like was like next door neighbor, and she came home. Like, I expected more from a girl that you thought your daughter was dead, that you haven't seen in I don't know, 8, 9, 10 years.
Yeah,
So I thought it was gonna be a little bit more, but
I also thought we might have at least gotten a name from her as well. Like, her name's not Noodle, right? Like,
no.
When she was born, her mother didn't.
Did we never get a name for her?
We never got a name for her.
Huh.
Because we got the mother's name.
The mother's name was Dorothy,
Yeah.
right?
And we never got Noodle's name. It was just Noodle forever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So like I was expecting the mother to come out and go like, oh my god, some name that's completely not even beginning with an N.
I know,
You're
right?
alive.
You're alive.
You know?
Yeah. Beatrice. No, that was another movie. Yeah, that
Zoodle.
Zoodle. No, that wouldn't work.
No.
No, that is interesting that we never actually get her name.
Yeah, I like kind of just noticed that. I was like, wouldn't we have gotten it near the end or no?
You would think.
Yeah,
You
no.
would think. Yeah.
Not necessary.
Mila, how about you?
Oh.
Least favorite character.
I kind of liked the band of people from the washroom. Like, I wasn't stuck with any of them like individually, but I kind of liked them as a team together. Mm-hmm. You know,
as an ensemble, if you will.
As an ensemble. I liked them. I loved them as an ensemble. Although individually, I was like, okay, we got the telecommunicator, and we've got the dude, and we've got the
voice guy
who can talk like he's underwater. Yeah. Like individually, they had there was not a lot going for them, but all together they
that was the point, right? They're
right, exactly.
As a team.
They had such fun moments when they were a team. You know, like running through the streets, making sure Wonka can get through the sewer system.
Yeah.
Like that was cool. Like they're all their little experimental ploys.
Yeah.
So speaking of the group, their names. And I love it when movies like this, when they do things like this, like they play into what they did.
Yeah.
So the old man, his name was Abacus Crunch.
Abacus.
He was an accountant.
Crunching numbers.
With
an abacus.
The girl that didn't talk a lot, Lottie Bell. Who she worked for? She was a telecommunicator, Ma Bell. The plumber, what was her name? Piper Benz, Benz. That's what she did. And then the comedian, Larry Chucklesworth. So it's like they it's like a straight throw to any old comic or an old kid's story. It's their name replicates what they do.
Right.
Like that's. I think that's cute.
That's also, I didn't notice that really because I forgot what their careers were very quickly, except for two of them.
Yeah, no,
but I did not catch that. That's actually really funny.
I do. I'm with you, Larry. I like when they do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It just makes it fun.
Yeah.
It adds a little extra flavor to it. Some people probably find that goofy, but I particularly like that.
But
in a movie like this.
Yeah, but it's that's supposed to be goofy though,
Yeah.
right? It's
a
leaning
goofy
on it.
movie.
That's what it's supposed to be. So I was so fine with that. I caught halfway through. I was like, wait a minute. And this is one of those things I was like, I have to hit pause. Let me go into the imitable. And I went, oh my God, that's great. I love that. Okay, play.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because I expect silly things. I mean, when you watch a movie like this, I expect silly things like this. I expect goofy things like that.
Big fan of goofy things.
Yeah, in a movie that it's supposed to be, that's what it's supposed to be. So I loved
this movie
it.
definitely, for me, it rode the edge of too much goofy. There were a couple of times it skirted a little over, but it never went like too far.
Yeah,
Right.
It brings you right back. You're like, oh,
it did bring it back a little bit. Whether it's just a poignant moment or like a heartfelt moment with him or something with Willie or something like that, it just didn't go off the rails.
Right.
Yeah.
And I also noticed that I noticed this like halfway through the movie. They didn't like overuse things that could be like game breaking, you know? Like the hat, like it's not used that often.
Yeah.
You know, it's like for a gag at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he used it just like a
But
couple
it,
times.
honestly, like he doesn't use it all that much.
Even with the cane, like his cane, he used a couple different times for different things.
Yeah.
But it never seemed too out of place. Like it didn't seem like, it never gave you that feeling of, oh, he's going to the cane again, or oh, he's going.
Yes,
of course he has
exactly.
it. You know, yeah. So I get what you're saying. It was just it was sprinkled just enough.
He's got a cane on Mars. Of course he can survive.
See, I was trying to stay away from anything like that.
All right, I got you.
As I'm talking, I'm going,
Gotcha.
oh shit.
Yeah, that's right. He's right there up on Mars, surviving.
Yep. But everything he
his
had,
hat and cane.
Yep, and he had his hat and cane, and he had chocolate for every single situation. He was like, "Try this chocolate. That's gonna make you feel this way. Try this chocolate." Oh, the night out candy chocolate, fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I am so that was so funny.
It's a throwback to
good.
the gum. It's a throwback to the where you have the multiple flavors that hits you at certain times. And then
Yep.
You end off with a certain thing, and then it ends up knocking you out.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. I liked how it
I
was
was
a
gonna try to
zookeeper.
make a mistake.
He was like, "Boo-boo," like it plays out, and I was like, "That's awesome." And then it gives it to the security lady back at Slugworth's place, underneath the church in the vault, because it's to her. And she's like, "I'm just gonna call him." And then it shows her calling the guy that she's talking about, and it's the zookeeper. And I'm like,
I love the fact that
oh,
it was like, what are the odds?
That was such a funny little way to add that little subplot too.
Yeah, but the fact that they call it out, like they vocally call it, like, what are the odds?
What are the odds of that?
We're all
It's like,
saying that. Like, what the fuck are the odds that that was the two that love each other?
I mean, that was. It was creative writing. It was fun writing.
Yeah.
You know, and that's definitely something that I felt throughout the whole movie. Like I didn't really feel like anything was like really lazily done, if you will.
No.
You know, I mean, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, even the beginning when he first gets to town and he's singing and dancing, and you think it's like
He keeps losing sovereigns. He's just robbing his blind of
I
sovereigns.
actually have it on my thing. I was like, and now you're broke because he's just everything's a dollar.
Yep.
The little kid polishes his foot.
Run away. He's like, no, leave
me alone. He's like, how about your jacket? He's like, no. And then like when he gets to the center where all the other chocolate stores are, and he's, you know, you're watching from his view, so everything's singing and dancing and everything, and then you see it from the cop's view, and it's just him by himself just standing there. I was like, oh, that's pretty funny how he does that. He goes, hey, no daydreaming. 3 sovereigns. He's like, oh, man. I was like, oh, that sucks.
So the one sovereign left, next thing goes right to his pocket.
Yeah, you saw that happen. I was like, oh, no. Like when you have the zoom mode, it's staying right above the grate, and I'm like, there goes that last one. Bye-bye.
Yep.
Oh, my God. No,
Because my head goes to the sovereign falls down into the sewer thing through the sewer grate. I'm like, is that the one Charlie finds?
Oh, because
I doubt it, but like in my head,
that's a great way to think of it. Because everything's kind of connected anyway.
Right.
So that would have been
Charlie
really cool.
Finds the money
in the
that's
grate.
what gets him the
piece
Wonka
of chocolate
bar that has
the golden ticket, which we finally got to see.
Yeah.
Which
Wouldn't that be
love
cool?
the golden ticket in the chocolate bar that his mother gives
Awesome.
him.
Fucking awesome.
That was great.
I mean, when they ended it with that, I went, that's great.
That was a great payoff.
That's a great fucking payoff, man. You know, and that's I feel it. That's what this movie, it did a lot of. They paid attention to a story that we already know. Mm-hmm. Right? Like we know this story.
A lot of details, a lot of great callbacks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, but it really, paid attention to, like you said, paid attention to call, not just throwaways. Like they really gave love to the callbacks that they did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It made them a point, like made it a reason to have the callback in there.
Yep.
So that I really appreciated that. And just, I mean, the magic of like the new candies and stuff like that he created.
Yeah.
For this, you know,
The silver lining.
It was awesome. Hey, don't worry, it'll get tired.
That's twice.
That's twice. That means you're onto something.
So don't worry, it'll get tired and come out your butt in 20 minutes. I love that.
Yeah, right. I don't try to think what else.
I liked the Oompa Loompa. I thought he was kind of funny.
Hugh Grant. Hugh fucking Grant.
Yeah.
That was, and he starts dancing. It's like, hey, once it starts, there's nothing I can do to stop it. And he's just doing the little like Oompa Loompa dance.
The Vogue stuff.
Which I love it because it calls back to the first movie, doing the original songs, the original dances. Like, nope, sorry, can't stop once it started.
Yep. and it's funny too because, like you said, like they call it their own stuff.
Yep.
Right. Because that's definitely something that we've all sat there and said, why can't you stop him from fucking singing? And he's like, nope, sorry, can't do it. Once you start, gotta keep going. It's like, oh fuck, all right, thank you, appreciate it.
That guy's drowning in the chocolate river. What are you gonna do? There's nothing I can do right now. I have got to break it down until the end of the song.
I have to sing the song. I have to finish the dance. It's part of our shit. So
we'll save him later.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. He's clogged in a tube somewhere. I don't know. We'll get him.
Yeah, I love that part. I thought that was great. I liked Hugh Grant's part in it.
Oh,
he comes back to save them in the end. Which you kind of
there's a little orange man with the green hair.
Yeah,
I still don't believe you. And then everyone else pops their head up, going, "I don't believe you either." Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, so when they're talking right up there, Noodle and Willie.
Yeah.
And all the others, their bedrooms are all next to each other. So they all, how the hell did Miss Scrub-a-Dub-Dub and Bleacher not hear any of them talking?
I wonder if they're just so far away because it seems like a pretty big place. There was like a lot of walking to get up there and away from them. Like it's a whole house, like apartments and different rooms. Like they're in the shit rooms. Like he stayed in the nice rooms.
Yeah, that's right. I mean,
it
is technically a boarding house or a hotel.
Yeah, it seems like a whole friggin' block. You know what I mean? Then they have the wash stuff downstairs. So I'm guessing she and what's his face live in the nicer section.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They probably don't live up with the slums. So that'd be my guess. How the hell she got him that? How she flung that chocolate right at him across the way?
And that was so good. And he caught it. He was like, "Gotcha." Ooh, I'm in. I was like, "Oh shit!" I love that. I was
like, "When do we start?"
Yeah, when do we start?
That was really good. Yeah, I like that. The music. We talked about that, but the soundtrack I thought was just really well done. I really enjoyed the music. It was contemporary, but it definitely had that throwback feel to it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Right.
It had some really nice. It had some sort of Broadway musical-esque to it, while still having some sort of contemporary feel to some of the songs. You know what I mean? Like when he's dancing in the chocolate in his store.
Yeah.
That one there. Like that was one of my favorite ones. And I love the end song that calls back to the original.
Oh, definitely,
and his performance of it, it's a lot slower paced.
Yeah.
Even though the first one's kind of slower paced anyway.
But this one's very, the cadence a lot slower. I thought he did obviously deliberate.
I thought he did an amazing job.
Oh my God, he crushed it.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing a Gene Wilder impression, which I appreciated.
Yep.
But you could definitely see an influence. You can definitely see how this guy become
absolutely yes. So this is
without doing a straight up impression.
Right. So I'm so glad we did this. This was my problem with when we did Continental. The guy that played the main character for Continental.
Yeah.
What was his name?
The concierge?
No.
Or Ian McShane's
character. His character. Yeah. So that was my thing. Is like I didn't see the character that we saw in Continental.
Oh, you didn't see him, but I remember that.
I couldn't see him. The older version, right? This one, if you're on that, thank you. And this one, you could see this character turning into Gene Wilder. Like you can see that. You could see the line. You can see the connection.
Older version of
You're like, oh, all right, I got you. Where in Continental, like that was my point about when we did Continentals. I couldn't see this one becoming that one.
Yeah,
it was kind of difficult for me. So,
Gene Wilder's version is a guy who is not only just older, but has gone through a lot more experiences, and as well as a lot of like hardship through the factory because of the time he had to shut it down because everybody was stealing from him.
Yeah.
So he got a lot more jaded. You know what I mean? He was definitely more of a loner. He was
Winston,
thank you.
Yeah.
He was more jaded and alone and just him and the Oompa Loompas.
Yeah.
Because of everybody who was trying to steal from him and ruining him. So that's when he shut down the factory. And that's when he goes to get the Oompa Loompas and brings them all back.
Yep.
And reopens it. So you can see why that older Willy Wonka is a little bit more, standoffish with people and stuff like that. Whereas this Willy Wonka's not.
Yeah, he trusts everybody. He even says it. He was like,
trusts everybody. He's friends with everybody.
Oh, because he doesn't know how to read. And she was like, well, how do you get on? He was like, I just lean on the niceness of strangers, or the kindness of strangers.
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, look where that got you here. And he's like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, if I had, years of people trying to steal my shit, like, you know what? Fuck all of you.
Yeah.
I so I kind of feel
Shut it
for
down too, yeah.
I'm going to shut it down. And if I'm going to reopen them
See, the original movie doesn't have much about the other chocolatiers.
Right.
The Slugworth in it is not the real Slugworth. That's somebody that works for him.
Right. It was
real one.
But we know who Slugworth is. Like we know the name. We know that Slugworth.
You actually find out really quickly in the beginning all their names because in the chocolate shop. There's actually their chocolate stuff is in there.
Oh yeah. No, in this one, right?
No, in the original Willy Wonka.
Really?
Yeah. When the original candy shop that the kids go into, on the shelves are like the prawn nose and I watched it again recently.
Oh, all right.
After I listened to this book, the book of this movie.
Okay.
I went back and watched the original.
So you saw those? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, there it is. Fickle Gruber. There's Proud Nose chocolate. There's Slugworth chocolate.
Oh, okay.
It's on there. It's in there, but they never mention them by name.
Right.
Introduce those other characters.
Right.
In the original book, for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, they do talk about them.
Gotcha.
They do definitely talk about the other chocolatiers and stuff like that, but not a lot. But they do talk about them.
So what you're saying is that in this...
But they left them out completely out of the movie.
So what you're saying, though, is in this prequel movie, they paid attention to the story that's already been said, and they followed to the detail, so we have a very good prequel movie that came out 30, 40 years after the original?
The first one was in the 70s, yeah.
You don't say.
Yeah.
I wonder if any other movies could fucking do that.
No.
Star Wars.
Well, we're looking at you, Star Wars.
Looking at you, Star Wars. Figure that shit out.
50 years later, we're looking at a movie that's, absolutely. This one followed the original book. It read the original text and created a new text based on that. And
it follows
the story from the original one.
You don't say.
It makes the world, more rich from the original. Yeah, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Because, the original book, I love the original book. Like I mentioned privately, offline, the Great Glass Elevator was not great.
Yeah.
I just finished listening to that Audible book. Oh my God, I want my free credit back.
Oh, my free credit back.
I literally yelled at my radio at the end of the book. I was so pissed off.
Did you want to throw your radio out the window?
I really did. The grandparents were just pissing me off. Especially, I think it was Georgina. I think Georgina was the problem.
Oh, yeah, you were saying that.
Oh my God, what a bitch.
Because they're pill poppers.
Yeah, she was hoarding all the pills.
She wants to be young.
So that's kind of back to what you were saying about, everybody's bitching at him, but like Violet took the gum. He told her not to.
Yeah.
He told, what the Augustus not to drink the thing. He told Mike not to get in there.
Yep.
So it's the same thing. Like he told Georgina and the grandparents, this is Great Glass Elevator, you're 72, you're 80, you need 2 pills. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Each pill takes you back 20 years. It was Wonka vitamin or Wonka Vita, so whatever it's called. And each one takes you literally, every second is a year. Takes you back 20 years each pill. That's it. You need 2 pills, takes you back 40 years, you're good.
You're good.
You're 70-something, you'll be in your 30s.
Sweet.
And she held the whole kid. They had 12 of them for the 4 grandparents, and like maybe one for each of the parents, because both in the books, both of his parents are alive.
Yeah.
Charlie's parents. So like, maybe each of you could take, you're in your 40s, whatever. You both could take one. You'd be in your 20s. Great.
Yeah. Just a little.
Like, downs them. So she goes to like literally -3. And then they have to give. Then she had this other vitamin that would age you, and it takes her like 300 and something.
Jesus.
It's like they'd like pour it on this in this negative. It was really fucking stupid. And they pour it on this, and then she's like, "No, I don't want to take anything else. Look what you did to me." He's like, "You fucking dingleberry! I told you not to do this. I told you what to take.
I told you what to take.
You didn't
decided,
fucking listen to me." You don't listen to him. He'll tell you exactly what to take. She's like, no, just give me the pills to turn me back to 72. Or just take 1 fucking extra.
Yeah.
And he'll do exactly what he tells you it's going to do, you dickhead. That's what pissed me off.
That's infuriating.
Oh my god, I want to throw the fucking.
Well, again though, I mean, it's the same thing as in the first one. He told the kids what not to do. They decided to do it. And the best part about it is too, it's like he even says like, so when we watched the movie with Gene Wilder, like he says it in the movie, he was like, the whole good day, sir.
Yeah.
It's because they're like, well, no, for nothing, but we did all. He's like, no, I told you not to go in that room. You went in that room. You tried my product, which was the gas. So, and then they
drink.
Thank you. And they float up, and they figured out, if we burp, we'll go back to normal. Again, he even says, he's like, I told you guys.
Which not to be swashed and sterilized.
Right.
So you get nothing.
You
good
get good day, sir. So, like, he says it to him. He's like, I told you guys what not to fucking do. And you still did it anyway.
Black and white, clear as crystal.
So.
Get nothing.
And I like that the contract that we see in Wonka is super long. Well, so is the contract in the Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
The Gene Wilder. And I was like, again, another like little.
You gotta read the small print.
You gotta read the small print. You see the little callback from one movie to another. It's subtle, but it's there.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, it was the first thing I saw that I thought of that when he like pulls this long sheet out. She's like, read the small print.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody read the small print in his.
Nobody read, yeah.
And then he looks at it and goes, yeah,
He goes, looks great.
Good. Yeah.
Even it's like, because he was going to bonk him on the head, too. He's, okay. Looks good.
Looks great.
All right.
That's when Noodle figured out he couldn't read.
She's like, that's why she was like, I told you to read the small print. He's like, well, there's a thing about that.
No. kind of a thing.
I don't know how to
Funny
read.
you should say that.
Yeah. I just wafted across.
Yeah, this
no, it's like I'll just be sitting here and then it goes.
I know the sprayer.
Like that's strong. That is strong stuff.
How they leave the zoo?
Yeah, we got to talk about
Abigail.
the zoo and the giraffe. Yeah.
So he milks the giraffe, and I'm like, all right, that's just kind of
milked the giraffe.
He milked the giraffe.
Milked the giraffe.
Milked the giraffe.
Hey,
we need giraffe milk for the macaroons.
Sure.
You gotta milk a giraffe for the giraffe macaroons.
You have to. My problem, though, is they leave and they grab the big ring of balloons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
And this little girl is 100% fucking fine with this. I would have been freaking the fuck out. I would be like, I am not.
Just help him milk a giraffe.
Yeah. But on the grand scheme of things, milking a giraffe, as ludicrous as that sounds, a giraffe's a mammal. Like,
yeah, no, I hear you.
All right, luckily it was a female. So
I was like, what a convenient
right
happening
how do they know
a giraffe that has milk.
Well, I'll be damned. So sure, whatever.
The giraffe skirts. How do they figure this out?
I don't know. By the spots. So
they also, it's just Abigail. Like they just
the name's Abigail.
They just knew its name.
Right. But the fact that they left and they're singing, because it's a musical and that's what they do.
Sure.
Right.
They grab this ring of balloons, and this is the problem. I'm like,
all the flamingos fly away.
All the flamingos now fly away with them, and I'm like, I'm freaking the fuck out if I'm that little girl. I don't care. Yeah, she just helped them break out and break in, and then break out again, but.
She's caught up in the magic, man. She's caught up in the magic that
exactly.
Right. Okay, I'm with it. Caught up in the magic. She was like, this is so normal.
And she's now grown so much faith in him, that she absolutely trusts that he won't put her in danger.
Yeah, she trusts him now that he's going to help her find her family and
hell
Pinky
yeah.
swear.
He literally pinky swears. So of course,
so
the balloons
she's
are
all
safe.
on board. She's on board. She still doesn't believe about the orange man, but with the green hair. But other than that, she's on board with him. Takes her a long time until she really sees him.
Yeah,
and
she's like, "Damn, there really is an orange guy."
Yeah, that's the only thing that bumped me with her. It's like, you believe all this other stuff that he's doing. You see all this wacky shit that he's able to pull off, and that you don't believe him. You don't believe.
It is kind of interesting. It is kind of different though, because there's
yeah, but he's pulled some major shit out of his ass, some really crazy.
Came out of his hat.
His hat, his ass, his jacket, his bag of tricks, everything he's been able to pull off. That you question? That you're wondering about? I mean, you flew up on balloons that in no way in hell would carry two human beings.
Yeah. That's what I think too.
Zero chance in hell that many balloons would be able to hold one human being. Would
let
not be able
alone
to,
two.
let alone two, to float away.
Yeah, I'd actually like to
both be in the drink, just so you know.
Yeah.
But
I would actually like to see somebody like try to figure out how many balloons it would take.
You look it up there. They have.
Yeah, no, it takes
Like Mythbusters type stuff.
It takes a shit ton of balloons.
A shit ton. How many is a shit ton?
Like
just a little bit over a load.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's a little over a shitload.
Yeah, shit ton. Just over a shitload. There's a shit ton.
Because 37 balloons or so will not carry a person.
But so that's what bumped me. Like, really, that's stopping you? You're bumping into the orange man with the green hair?
Yeah.
Seriously? Okay.
Well, because maybe she's like
bumping with the Oompa Loompa is his size. Like,
I didn't.
But if you're tying this to the original movie, and they're
just small people,
but they're not nearly the same size.
So it's weird because I see them.
Like, I get it, you made it digital, but you could have made him proportionally the same size as the original one.
So when we see him by himself, he looks bigger than when we see him, quote unquote, walking with Willie.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, it's like I know it's digitally, but
next to Willie, he's like basically up to Willie's knee.
I thought he was even shorter than that.
But at best, he's up
right.
to his
Yeah.
knee.
So it's like wicked small.
Yeah,
I'm like
in the movie, like the original movie, they're like hip height.
Hip height, right? I mean, even in the Johnny Depp version,
they were like thigh height. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were a little bit taller.
Yeah.
Right. Like this one, I don't. Yeah.
He's like knee height. At best.
That was kind of
weird for me. Like they were all rather. I know he was a little shorter than the rest of them.
Yeah.
You said, but it was only like centimeters, so it wasn't like a major difference. But so they're all like around knee height to normal
but
size.
It was just weird though, like visually seeing it side by side.
You're gonna do that, and you're gonna tie it to the original movie. And you know how I am about this kind of technical shit. And like you could digitally make him, but make him the right size. But I get where. If you do that, you can't stuff him in a jar. Like there's certain things that they made him do you can't do if he's that size.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's certain things he had to do to get in and out of that just wouldn't have visually worked if he was the actual size of the original Oompa Loompas.
Why
make that choice.
Back in Oompa Loompa Island, Loompa Land, why are they all dressed like Vatican guards?
I don't know. I was gonna ask the same question. That was on my note.
I saw it, was like
Vatican guard costumes. That made no sense to me.
I mean,
You're like, okay, all right.
Michelangelo ran through there and built a costume for them. I don't understand.
I looked at that. I was like, yeah, they all look like they belong in the Vatican.
Yeah, that was kind of strange.
That was kind of funny. Yeah.
I mean, they're on an island. It's like just a single island, not connected to anything.
I don't know.
Where did they?
I don't know.
Where did they get their fashion sense? I don't understand.
If they're on an island, why?
What's their history?
Yeah, how do they have? Where are their clothes? Why do they have clothes?
Yeah, where's the females?
How are they born? That's just a different. That's just a different. It's like how a Smurfs born. Smurfs are born on a blue moon.
Yeah.
They just appear like Cabbage Patch Kids.
Right.
So maybe Oompa Loompas are the same.
Could be.
They just pop.
One Oompa Loompa goes and two more come back.
Ooh,
there it is.
There we go. So okay.
One Oompa Loompa begot another Oompa Loompa.
Oh my, maybe. Speaking of the Vatican, though, the church reminded me of Theatre Populaire from Phantom of the Opera.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you? So the movie, right? Like the front of the theater.
Yeah.
I got those kind of vibes when they zoom in on the church. I was like just that whole front area.
Yeah.
It reminded me of the Theatre Populaire.
The interior, oddly enough, reminded me of one of the Assassin's Creed games.
Yes.
Where you had to one of the Ezio games. You had to run through the inside.
Which would So where are they? Do we know what region they're in? Because I have no idea. I don't know if they're in France, in England, in New York. I have no idea where they are.
It's more of like an England-France type thing, right?
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, well, because Michael Key, the chief of police, does not sound like any of that. He's like, listen here, there.
Yeah, he's got definitely a New York vibe.
Yeah, he's got the New York accent.
But the other ones did, though, right? His second-hand guy, didn't he have an accent?
He had like an English accent.
Yeah. And pretty much almost everybody else does.
No. Noodle didn't. Willie didn't. I mean, granted, Willie's a traveler, so he's a translator. Yeah. But Noodle didn't.
But like Slugworth did, and Slugworth
did. So wait a minute. So why does Slugworth? Wait, hold on.
They all did.
Why does Slugworth have one, but Noodle doesn't?
Well, it's not that. It's not
Well,
that.
just answer that question.
No, it's not that. Why does Slugworth have one and Noodle doesn't? It's why does what's her name from the Wash House? Miss What's Her Face?
Scrub It
have one and Noodle doesn't, because she didn't grow up with Slugworth. She grew up with Miss Scrub. He dropped her into the
I'm
wash.
well aware, but if they're all from the same area.
No, I know that. But if she grew up with her, so she would have been the one who taught her to speak.
Yeah,
she would have been the one who grew her up. So she should have her accent.
She should have her talking.
Yeah, she should have her accent,
her cadence and stuff like that. So,
Slugworth had a slightly more of an aristocratic. Wow, I can't.
Aristocratic.
Thank you. And,
Gotcha.
Highfalutin
accent.
Highfalutin. Hoi polloi, if you will, accent. Snotty.
Yeah.
Snotty. Snotty. Right accent.
Snobby.
Snotty. Ferris
Snobby.
Snotty.
Snooty.
Abe Froman. The sausage king of Chicago. So, you know what I mean? Like, I would have had that kind of an accent because she grew up at the Wash House. So, yeah, you're not wrong. She doesn't have an accent.
Actually, let's talk about the people in the Wash House, though. They didn't only one of them had an accent.
Abacus does.
Yeah, that's one.
I thought the
comedian doesn't.
He didn't have an accent?
I don't think so. He had a weird
one. I thought
the pipe lady doesn't. The plumber.
I thought she did.
Yeah,
I don't think the call lady did. Maybe she did, but I don't think she does. But she seemed more like
it feels very even.
She seemed more like ethnic, like Hispanic or something.
Like there was a lot of people who were British, and then there was a lot of people who were American.
Don't forget the people inside the Wash House might also be travelers that came from different places. That's why they needed a place to stay.
Well, not the plumber, because she knew.
Abacus came from a different part of England, a different part of London.
Yeah, he came from the other side of
but he
London,
had an accent.
right? You're right. So, but the plumber didn't because she worked for the city. That's how she knew the layout of where every single.
I could be wrong. I could have sworn she had an accent. I'll go back.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, well, you own it, so.
Yeah, I'll watch it again.
Watch it again and let us all know.
Slap her, make sure she's awake. So
I know I keep looking over it, and you can see the eyes half. She's like
a few more minutes.
She's dying over there.
A few more minutes. I'm just worried what you're
try to pick it up here for you, Milo.
No, don't worry. I got this. We're good. We're back. We're so back.
So back. That's Mila's health right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kicking her own ass.
So yeah, that definitely was a stumbling block for me. Some of the different accents were people who lived there, grew up there, and they didn't have the accent either. Like I thought that was kind of strange. It really didn't.
I kind of wasn't bothered by it because I thought of it more as this outlandish place that not one person.
You're not wrong. Because there's the guy who had the guy who gave him the map. Wasn't he French? Remember the guy when he first got there, he got the map of places to eat.
Yeah.
Was he French and things something like that? So
it was just some big meeting place. I think it was sort of a melting pot.
Conglomerate. Yeah. Maybe okay.
A lot of people from different places. That could excuse it.
Okay.
That's all I thought of. I was like, I don't know where this is. But whatever it is, it's some magical meeting place.
I think that's kind of the point.
Chocolate.
I want to say in the original book they are supposed to be in London, but the original movie doesn't really pinpoint it.
Yeah.
Because Veruca's from London and we know where everybody else is from, but they never really say where Charlie's from.
Well, I mean, really? he lives there, so.
Yeah, but they never really exactly say where the factory's located. And sometimes it feels like they say it's in America, but it's really not. But they don't have his family, Charlie and his family don't have British accents.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't have British accents, and his grandfather worked there, so he's lived there. Yeah. I mean, even the Candyman has an accent, but it's different.
I can't remember. I think the original book, his grandfather didn't work there.
Oh,
that was something. That was the Johnny Depp version.
Oh, yeah.
No, that was in the original version.
No. The original.
Why am I? No.
Wilder, no. Yeah. Johnny Depp version.
The Johnny Depp version.
His father worked there. Why did I think his grandfather worked there, though?
You have some parts of the original book that are there, and some parts are made up again. The Gene Wilder, because of the 70s, they kept less to the original script. Whereas, Grandpa Joe, you never really find out what he did. In the Johnny Depp version, his father was alive, which is in the book, and he did work in a toothpaste factory, just putting caps on toothpaste bottles. That's in the original book too. But we never had any of that in the original Gene Wilder version. His father's not alive. You don't see him. You just see the mother. They're really off that character for that one.
Fucked him off.
Yeah. We don't need him. He's extra.
Yeah, whatever.
And also in the original book, more parents go. It's the golden ticket says you can bring 1 or 2 of your parents.
Oh, okay.
So like most everybody almost, except for Charlie, have both parents with them.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Whereas in the original movie, in both movies actually, only one parent. Because it's like, I don't think they really needed to service both parents with script and dialogue. Like the dialogue they have in the book and stuff like that, you can make one person say it. It doesn't really matter.
Right.
It was kind of superfluous to have that in the book, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it mattered that both parents were there. Like they both serviced the same thing. If one parent was there, would serve the same purpose.
Right.
So
I'm trying to see what Grandpa Joe did.
Yeah, in the original movie, I don't think they ever.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, so I'm on the there's like a wiki, and it's like Wonka employee in the 2005 version, formerly carpenter. So that's what Grandpa Joe did. So okay, so I see what they did there. All right.
There you have it.
Yeah. You know what I thought was really cool too is to go back to the golden ticket, right? So now we see how he got the golden ticket, like the idea of it, right? But if you think about the connection, right? The golden ticket for him as young Willie was the note that his mother left him, right? To say, hey, you're sharing your chocolate with the world, and I'm here for you. I'm here with you, right? On the original movie, he's giving away golden tickets so he can give away his chocolate to the next person. So it's almost like a direct, like, it's him, the connection with the golden ticket from his mother and the golden ticket. And it's not just, hey, it's a golden ticket. I feel like there's more emotion behind that golden ticket, obviously, right? So I really liked how they did that.
Yeah, they definitely gave it more weight.
Yeah.
The other thing, I think the only... You can talk about this too and see if you have any others, but I think, not a miss, but I think I would have loved to have seen one more connection to the original, like some of the original, like even the Bucket family, like Grandpa Joe or somebody, even just like a quick, we saw like the married couple, like his chocolate, like the giraffe macaroons, got the married couple. I would have loved to have seen some little throw in of you see like the original Grandpa Joe or somebody and you found out that was actually him. Had some kind of connection to Willie in the past.
I mean,
like cursory. Didn't even realize who it was. It's like, oh shit, they crossed paths way back when.
Yeah, I mean, it would have
been a fun little time.
It would have been fun, but I don't think it's something that was needed, though.
No, it's not needed. Definitely not needed. Didn't break the movie. Wouldn't have made it. Would have been nice. It would have been.
It would have.
It just would have been fun.
I think for me, they did enough callbacks. I enjoyed it because if you do, I feel like whenever they do movies like this, right? If you do too many callbacks to another movie, then you're making it more about the other movie than it is about this movie. Because then you're watching the movie for the callbacks. You lose sight of what the actual movie is.
Yeah.
So with this one, they sprinkled in a little. I feel like they sprinkled in enough of the callbacks because you see where that came from, essentially, right? So yeah, if they put, I don't know, maybe if they did the Grandpa Joe meeting Georgina, maybe possibly, but
I don't know how that would have worked timeline wise.
Yeah, I mean,
how much older? You know what I mean? Like he would have been way older than that, and he's not.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, then you have to have Mr. Bucket and then Charlie. Like, how old is this fucking guy?
Yeah, this is true. Yeah,
I don't know how old he would have had to have been in the original movie for that to have worked out. But
then you could just play it off as like back in those days you had gentlemen that were much older than their brides. Yeah. So
that would have been interesting. The factory. We get to see the factory become the factory.
You see the factory building. That was cool.
What are your thoughts on? Hey, Sleepy. What are your thoughts on that?
What thoughts on the factory being made?
She's so done.
Yeah, she's done. Don't forget, she's been here since 10 o'clock this morning.
This is true.
She got here before me.
I also got little to no sleep.
And she's battling like a real trooper.
She is a trooper.
Well, I thought it was like neat that he was making it like at the end, sort of in his head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was neat, but I also what I thought was more neat was the fact that he was singing the song as he was like inventing this factory. You know, it was a bit small though compared to the other ones. But I feel like it's because like.
I wonder if it's just like if that's the same factory.
I was about to say I think it's the first iteration
upon to that one, or if he moves it, because it's like the one we saw in the, let's say, the original movie is not like on a sea cliff.
Right.
You know what I mean? This one is.
Right.
It's on the cliff. It's right there. So maybe he moves the factory. All right, we've gone bigger. We need a bigger space.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what happens.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think
the
that this one was the end all be all. I really didn't think that.
Or they, instead of moving factory, they just built out.
Yeah.
Because don't forget, like the movie that we see, the original, you start on the outside and you walk in, right? So you walk.
No, I know.
It's like in the back and the center.
Right.
So where in this movie, it's like it gives you the feeling that the moment that you open the door.
This one, like you had to cross a bridge to get in.
Yeah, barely. But what I'm saying is like the moment that you walk through the door, boom, you're in the factory.
Yeah.
Whereas the original, like. That's not how it's set up.
Right.
So maybe it was like you said, it's like they needed more space. You can't go back because they're on a cliff. We never see that. So you have to build forward. And so that's where you have all the extra rooms that we see in the original that you have to go through. So
clearly we're overthinking it.
obviously that's what you do.
That's what
you started this.
I
You started this.
I
liked it though.
I loved it.
Yeah, because you see.
I loved it. Like you said, I love the song that he's singing.
Yeah.
Wow, the
Right? It's like so
into
cool.
existence, and they're dancing
With the
through it.
Oompa Loompa children,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is so cool.
I mean,
Drinking and eating the cups.
yeah. It was so cool
Don't get me
because
started on tulips. Oh my god, Amy and I had this big to do the other night.
about tulips.
Oh,
Why?
Larry.
The fucking argument so you guys
How
get
could
over
you
that.
Larry.
tulips?
I love my wife.
But
She has a couple of glasses of
However,
wine.
oh, these are
A couple of
fun.
glasses of wine before bed.
I love hearing these stories.
And it's just, and I love it to pieces. So I'm not a drinker. No. Truth be told, I'm 48. I've never been drunk in my life.
Never been drunk, really?
Never been drunk. I don't really enjoy being around people that are drunk. So my wife, she wasn't like drunk up, but when she has a few, she gets really chatty. That's one way to put
I can vouch.
Yeah, she gets super chatty and starts talking some nonsense. And she gets really giddy. So we're in bed, and she's talking about stuff to do with Christian. I'm like, oh God, we're gonna drunk deal with we're gonna drunk make some decisions now. Awesome job.
Best time to make
I'm
decisions.
sure it's great.
Would you want to go tulip picking with us? Like me and Christian, I'm like, well, no. I don't want you to take my son tulip picking there, Tiny Tim, but okay.
I hated Tiny Tim.
He goes tiptoeing
through the tulips.
But
oh
fine.
yeah, oh my god.
Okay,
yeah.
but okay, whatever. He's 3.5. Whatever. He wants to have experiences. Okay, I think it's kind of weird, but it's fine.
Not an experience.
No, exactly. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, I love doing stuff with my wife. I love doing stuff with my son. Like, I love having experiences with him. That's fine. I mean, I guess if we, so we don't have. She's like, well, you can make it an any day thing. Like, you can get a ticket and you kind of go any day you want. Mm-hmm. All right, that's fine, not a problem. She's like, all right. Well, there's one in Rhode Island. I go, nope, I'm out. No fucking way.
It's
I'm
over.
crossing the goddamn state line.
Let's go pick
to
a flower.
fucking do this. I'll run down to Mahoney's. Go get
Down
some
the street.
tulips right down the fucking street. I'm not traveling however long it's going to take to get into Rhode Island to go pick fucking tulips. What is wrong with you? The hell?
I can see about picking apples.
I mean,
sometimes that can be an
there's a million
event.
places
But,
in Mass I go pick apples.
but
We've done
tulips.
it. I go pick tulips. What does it take to get down to Rhode Island? And God knows what part.
It doesn't take too long. 45 minutes, an hour.
Yeah, no way. That's already half hour over what I want to spend.
To go pick tulips.
To go pick tulips. Mahoney's is 10 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
Fucking thank you.
Go buy a bunch of tulips, stick them in the ground outside, and go have at it. Go
have
pick
at
some
it.
tulips.
I got you isotoners. I'm gonna go get her some fucking tulips.
But where did the picking tulips come from?
I don't know.
Like,
She was online. I don't know if she's on Facebook or whatever. Some sort of event thing popped
It
up.
looked so cute.
Oh
and
my
she was
God.
like,
let's go pick tulips. And then
Let's do it.
I don't know.
I know. Well, how many tulips are we gonna get for this journey, for this trek to Rhode Island?
I know, right?
How many tulips are worth that trek?
How many bunches of tulips do you have to come back with to make it? Oh, this was worth it.
This is worth the drive.
Mahoney's and got a pot of tulips,
Right?
For $10 and come home.
It's not even like you're going berry picking or something, because then you at least come back with something you can eat.
Yeah,
you
you
can
get a couple of bushels
tulips.
of berries. I can make some pies.
Right.
I can some nice
and
fruit salads.
tulips you get, and you go, wow, these look so cool. They're gonna die very soon.
Maybe half dead by the time I get them home.
They're tulips.
Like it's
they're
over.
Tulips. They're tulips.
Oh.
Like, you can't win with tulips.
This is what I'm saying.
That's a lose-lose situation.
Yeah, and driving to Rhode Island to do it. Not even somewhere in Massachusetts. I gotta go to Rhode Island.
What is this place in Rhode Island? Nope, I'm out. I'm out.
It's over.
I'm done.
It's over.
Nope.
Find something else. We'll go sledding or something.
So wait a minute.
You go tulip picking. Christian and I will be at the DCU Center. We've seen the monster trucks.
So wait a minute. Wait. So if traveling to Rhode Island is too far to go pick tulips, where would you drive in Massachusetts? What's the furthest you would drive in Massachusetts?
Mahoney's. Mahoney's is 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes down the road.
That's the farthest. So she hit you with. So she hit you with something like, "Hey, let's go to Groton." No.
If you said Groton to go apple picking, I'm there. Groton to go pick tulips?
Because I'm guessing. Okay, because I'm saying like traveling to Groton's probably the same time that it takes to get down to Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Like Rhode Island's. I mean, it's south on 95. Let's just go 95 south.
Yeah, no,
Right.
I'm all set.
Yeah.
I'm all set. No, thank you.
But it's the picking of apples. I'll drive the 45 minutes to an hour. Picking of the tulips.
I think
I'll
we
pick my nose.
did when we went to go apple picking.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I think we drove like a
Pick
half
my
hour.
ass.
We drove like a half hour, 45 minutes when we went to
More
go
productive.
apple picking.
Pick the lint out of my belly button.
Yeah.
Picking tulips.
We went
all
to
set.
Russell Orchard when we went to go apple picking last year. That's about half hour, 45 minutes.
I find that so boring. It fucking sucks.
Well, I
never liked
there's
it.
a lot of that particular place. I
I've
know
never
we're way
gone
off the
apple
subject here,
picking.
but
You're not missing anything.
I had been since I was a little kid, but it was actually fun. Like apple picking was fun. There's a
What
lot of
makes it
different. Obviously,
You
get
pick
different
apples.
different types
It's
of
fun.
apples. You find the ones you like. But there was also like obviously,
like to imagine
having
picking
having a
apples
little
is fun.
kid. They have a petting zoo. They have animals outside which stink, but they loves them. They have apple cider donuts.
Yeah, see, so
They're
so I
fresh,
think that's what it is. Like
hot.
for me,
You just stand in the incredibly long line in the cold because they bring them out in batches. And here's the problem, because I'm going to find a negative reason about this.
I've already found like 6 of them, so I'm okay.
But this is me.
This is true.
A couple hundred podcast episodes, I'm going to find something to pick about. You go there and they're like, they come out in bags of like 6 or whatever, right? And this line, and there's this huge tray of like 20 bags. And you get up there, you're like, that motherfucker's going to take 6 bags. That motherfucker's going to take 2 bags. You get up to this like 12 bags left, and you're like, the fucking cunt in front of you takes all 12. I'm like, you bitch. Now I gotta
There's
wait.
no way.
Now I gotta wait for the next batch to come fucking out.
So your beef is there's no
taken
limit.
3. You could just sometimes there is.
There's
Some
gotta be
places
like a
don't.
limit.
No, sometimes
You
there
gotta
isn't.
have a limit.
Sometimes there is. They're like, yeah, take whatever you want.
No. Listen, you don't put a limit on that. You know why?
You
Because if you put a limit
bitch.
on it, that means that your line will constantly be moving.
Yeah.
So when people go by, they know, oh, well, we can go because it's every 20 minutes. We can wait, whatever. We'll hold off on it. If you know that's first come, first serve, as a proprietor of a service, you're gonna go, my line is always gonna be slammed from open to fucking close. There will be no dilly-dallies. It's gonna be like, shit, we need to wait in line.
And they
so
do.
so when
It's
other people
packed.
go, right, so when other people go by, they see this long ass line, they go, we gotta get there like 10 a.m. because I need to get my donuts by 4. Like,
Jesus.
so I mean, I understand why there is not a limit,
it's so
but it would make
aggravating.
things so much easier for.
You've been waiting for like an hour and a half in this
No.
freaking line, and the bitch in front of you takes the last like 12 bags. Like, you bitch. All I want is like 2 bags.
And it's like
I want it done. That's it. 2 bags. All I want. And there's 12. And you
that's a
take all
lot
12,
of donuts. That's a lot of donuts of one kind.
donuts for the
Though.
Right?
fucking hours, for the world. You bitch.
You bitch, taking all the donuts.
How many donuts is one bag?
6. Did you miss that part?
Yes.
Yeah, I did miss that part.
She
That's
fell
why I asked.
She fell asleep.
I don't know if you noticed.
You didn't hear the on the microphone.
Those are not off.
Bounce that off the microphone. Yeah. All right, Larry. Is it that time?
I think it's that time. I think it's well. All right. Budget versus
All right, Rip Van Winkle.
budget versus
up.
gross.
You're up, Rip Van Winkle.
Hey, man.
Sleepy Smurf. Let's go.
Oh.
Give us a number, Mila.
Budget. What is the budget?
Bazudget. Bazinga the bazudget.
The budget?
The number that they had to make this happen. That is the budget.
Oh. Suddenly I've forgotten every budget I've ever heard of. I'm going to say... It does, actually. This is why it's so
That's why we go to
bad.
you first. We like it because it's fresh every time.
I know.
You're like a fresh bag of donuts.
She's like
every time.
$62.
Yeah.
No?
Fresh
Not a
batch
good
of
number?
Donuts every time.
$3 billion.
Hey.
Oh, that's not it either?
No.
Somewhere in between.
Somewhere
I'm gonna
between
say-
62 and 3 billion. Somewhere.
65 million.
65 million.
Just like the dinosaurs 65 million years ago.
Okay. No.
I'm going to say 125.
Would you cheat?
No.
Did you get the answers to the test?
No, I haven't looked.
It's 125 spot on.
No. It's
Damn.
going to be
God.
changed. 125 and change.
Oh, maybe possibly.
No,
What a catch.
But yeah, 125 mil. Let me see if I can. Where is the page?
No, on
right
purpose.
now?
Literally, I didn't even go down to like the goofs or anything because I didn't go past the cast on IMDb. I
Wow.
didn't even scroll down past the cast because I didn't want to look. I usually like to look at like the goofs or quotes or like things like that. Didn't go down that
No,
far yet.
production budget 125.
Nice.
Nice.
Ooh, 2 points for me.
Yeah, spot on.
Right
let's
on.
do it.
What do they gross?
Really gross. Really gross.
I'm going to say 265 million. 275 million.
275. All right, next.
I'm gonna say. 486.
Nope. 554 million.
Really?
Wow.
They
Damn.
I knew it did well. I
Yeah.
didn't know if it like.
They did 39 opening weekend.
Wow.
So
Shit.
I thought like this movie is still relatively new.
Yeah.
So this number that I just pulled up, I literally pulled up yesterday. Yesterday being the 3rd.
Yeah.
Right. So who knows what it's going to be, in a month with like now it's on Amazon Prime. It's how I watch it. So like with
It's
rentals, but
overseas. It's still open overseas.
it's still open
Right.
overseas. But right
Yeah.
now, it's at 554 million.
Wow.
I mean,
Shit.
that's a huge
Good for
fucking
them.
number.
That's
I
awesome.
knew it was doing well. Like I knew that.
Yeah,
I knew-
and you know what? It's like now because it's a more recent movie, right? Like we know that movies don't stay in movie theaters that long.
No, it's like I said, it's already on Prime.
Right? And I mean, I don't even know when it came out. Like, international. So it came out December 6th.
Oh yeah, so almost right before Christmas.
So yeah, okay. So it's one of the Christmas releases. So, video released January 30th. So
it was 2 months ago, essentially.
2 months, right? So in 2 months, it's made $554 million. That's 225 average, right? That's
Yeah.
with international and domestic.
Yeah.
I mean, and actually, the way that they have these numbers, it's kind of even almost. Domestic is 201, international is 370, worldwide box office is 571, 721, and then obviously a couple of the other ones.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, this movie fucking crushes.
Nice.
I'm
happy for them.
Yeah.
Right? That's awesome. They deserve it.
I think so.
Yeah.
So
So
ratings.
I was just saying, what do you have for a rating, man? Go ahead, Milo.
Yes.
Oh, me? Oh.
I was ready for one, but because of this talking, like it's changed a little.
How
bit.
many chocolates do you give it?
How many pieces of chocolate?
How many pieces of
How many
chocolate
bars of chocolate
am I
do you
giving
give
this movie?
How many golden tickets?
How many golden tickets? I got a golden ticket.
I'm in between like 4 and 4 1/4,
Wow.
but probably airing on more on
How
4.
do you do? Wait. Between 4 and 4 1/4.
Listen, you know what idea it took to get her off of like trying to do the quarters? We finally gave her the quarters.
And that show was going between the
Now she was
quarters.
gonna be fucking between.
She's like,
you.
I want to give like 4 and like 1/8. What?
4 and an 8.
That's literally between the 4 and 4
Give her
1/4,
a
4
rope,
and
she wants to be
1/8.
a cowboy. What the fuck's happening here?
Supposed to be a cowboy?
You know what I'm saying?
What?
Give her an inch, take a mile.
Oh Jesus!
Give
Bad joke.
a rope want to be a cowboy.
So it's in between. I can understand like between 4 and 4.5. 4 and 4 1/4. That's literally
We're
splitting
going by
hairs.
quarters.
All
There's
right,
no in between.
damn. Then 4.
Fine.
4.
Go. I know you loved it, so
I'm going 4 1/4.
4 1/4.
Yeah.
So I originally had it between 3 1/4, 3.5. I'm like 375. I think it's kind of where I'm at. It's 375.
It's pretty centralized. Like, this is pretty...
Yeah, I mean, like, I like the movie. I'm not... And I thought about this, too. It's like, I'm watching it again, but I'm not going out of my way to watch it. I'm not going to be like, I'm going to go home and go watch Wonka. Yeah. Tonight I'll probably watch it again because the wife wants to watch it.
Yeah.
You know, like if I was at somebody's house, like if I came over and you were like, hey, I'm going to throw Wonka on because Christian's home, and I'm like, yeah, I'll watch it, you know, but I'm not going to go out of my... And Ames, yeah. I'm not going to go out of my way, like, oh my God, I'm not going to go... Poor Mila. I'm not going to go home after work and be like, ooh, I'm going to put on Wonka while I do. Great shot, not really.
I wasn't aiming for it. I was aiming for
the general area.
So you just want to throw the bottle at that corner. Okay.
Yeah. General
because
area.
it's close to the trash.
The general area.
So I'm at 375.
Cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anything else you guys have been watching, interested in?
Yes. I'm so late to this because a lot of other people have already talked about this, but the fall of House of Usher on Netflix, fucking phenomenal. Okay. So if you're an Edgar Allan Poe fan, watch this fucking series.
Stand the jerk. Just kidding.
He's a nice guy. Born in Boston, by the way.
Nice.
He did this. It's a miniseries. It's the same people that did. If you watched The Haunting of Hill House, The Haunting of Bly Manor, it's those people that did it. A lot of the same cast from those movies are in this, and those shows rather are in this show. It's an episodic thing. It's every story is an Edgar Allan Poe based story that's all wrapped up into a bigger Edgar Allan Poe story. Everything apart. It's so fucking good. Again, if you're into Edgar Allan Poe and his stories, this is the fucking show for you. Yes. And I'm actually excited to see this. The show on FX that's coming out actually this month. I think at the end of the month, called Shogun.
Oh yeah,
I love.
That was real good.
You know, I don't know if it's like the Edo period but it's the samurai period that Japan and it's feudal Japan, and it's got ninjas and samurais and all that stuff, and I love that kind of shit.
That's pretty badass.
So, and it's being done on FX, so you know it's pretty fucking good. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm the guy, I forgot his name, the guy that was in John Wick 4, not the blind guy, but the other guy.
Yeah, he played Scorpion, didn't he?
Yes, the guy that played Scorpion. So he's in that new show on Shogun, but it looks pretty badass. It almost looks like a cross between like any other samurai kind of movie with Mulan, because there's a female in it and she's supposed to be like a badass assassin too that takes on. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Nice. Yeah. How about you?
I haven't really been watching much lately.
She's like, I have school and karate.
And that's it. And sick. She's been trying to watch the inside of her eyelids for the past couple hours.
Yeah. I know. I'm trying not to die. Yeah. So
good job. That's a good plan.
That's how that's going.
Good plan. I like that. So I told you guys I watched the new Masters of the Universe Revolution.
Yep.
I saw Revelation, which I really enjoyed. Revolution's the new series. It's only a 5-episode, I think, and I really dug it. I actually liked it better than the original series.
Really?
For season 1, I should say.
Well, yeah. You had said that, right? I remember when the first thing. What was it? Revelation? What?
Revelation was the first one. Revolution.
Okay, so I remember when Revelation first came out. You and I were talking. This was at the old school. Yeah. I think I saw like maybe 1 episode, maybe 2. I kind of fell asleep and I fell out of it completely. Yeah. Talking to you about the new stuff, it's gonna make me want to go back to watch the old stuff.
You have to watch the first season.
Yeah.
A lot of what plays in the second season, kind of tails off what happened in the first season.
Right.
So it's not that independent. You do need to watch it. But if you do like it, it's definitely a play on the original series, but so much better.
Okay.
So well done. A lot of fan service in this one, which I always enjoy. Not to give anything away, but the original toy, you had that He-Man with the battle damage.
Oh yeah, flip it. Yeah, those are so cool.
It fucking happens.
Oh really?
Like towards the end, I don't know. It might be. I think it might be episode 5. He's got like the big fucking. He basically does the Iron Man and like the big chest thing on, and he's damaged like coming on and Cringer, and like fucking. And you see the thing flip, and he goes back to normal. It's like, oh my god, they fucking flipped his armor.
Awesome.
All
right. So so you just said that's a big fan service show, right?
That was total fan service.
Oh yeah.
Played with the toys.
So back to the thing that we hit when we're talking about Wonka is the callbacks.
Yeah.
So this is kind of the example. Like they have so many like fan service. Like, do you find yourself watching the show for the show, or watching the show for the callback / fan service stuff?
Both.
Okay.
Both. I can appreciate both. I love the story.
Okay.
I like the Revolution story.
Okay. So the story itself is strong enough.
The story is very strong.
Nice.
The extension of what they're doing, because they bring in the Horde, Hordak, and he's coming in to take over Eternia and basically the universe, obviously. Skeletor he's all invested in technology, where so much of what his past was about magic. So it's really all about magic versus technology.
Oh, okay, because we haven't seen that a bunch of times.
Right. Hordak is very much about technology.
Right.
Because he doesn't understand magic. He doesn't get it. He doesn't know how to use it. So that's why he's afraid of it. And that's how they have to fight it. And He-Man, and then, at this point, Teela is now the new sorceress. She controls Grayskull. It's really fucking cool. And it's her journey as well. And there was a figure, I think, of Teela where she was kind of like green at one point. She was kind of like almost snake-like. It was like an offshoot figure. Okay. She does that in this series for a while. Like, it's really fucking cool. Like, to see all these little callbacks, like the toys and shit like that. Like, oh my god, that was a fucking toy. Like, they had that version. You never really saw that version necessarily in the show, but they had a toy of it eventually. Because eventually that's what happens. They start making the show.
Yeah, and you got to do something. Yeah.
Forever.
Well, it was a toy first.
It was a toy originally, and they built the show around the toy to sell it. To sell it, yeah. G.I. Joe was the same thing.
Yeah. All those early ones, yeah.
All those 80s stuff were like that because they couldn't do commercials.
Right.
They couldn't do commercials to aim at kids. That was against the law. Like, it was against FCC regulations. So all right, well, how do we get around it? Oh, let's make a TV show. Let's make a cartoon for kids based on the toys we have to sell them. So that's how they got around it. It's because they couldn't make commercials. So they made, He-Man, G.I. Joe, all that stuff was just to sell the toys.
Yeah.
But then eventually, G.I. Joe only had a couple of seasons, but the toy line went on forever.
Right.
You know what I mean? So same with He-Man. So you saw all these toys, like now they're like putting it into this new show. It's fucking awesome. Really well done. But here's what's really cool. In the show, you see Adam's uncle, his brother, Randor's brother, Kaldor.
Is it? So I'm glad because that was the question I was gonna. Is it that Skeletor?
Yes.
Okay.
You find this out. You find this out. Kaldor is voiced by William Shatner.
Oh.
Captain Kirk.
Yes.
In this show, Skeletor is voiced by Mark Hamill. So Luke Skywalker fights Captain Kirk.
That's pretty fucking funny.
That's the same person. He's the same person that kind of fight each other a little bit because this whole like dual identity.
So
thing.
So funny that you bring up Mark Hamill. It just reminded me, and that show that I'm watching, The Fall of House of Usher. The lawyer is played by Mark Hamill, and so it's and he's not a sleazebag lawyer, but he's very. Like conniving? No, that's not the real word. It's very like a
fiendish.
Kind of fiendish, yeah.
His conniving's kind of fiendish.
Yeah, so it's almost kind of like fiendish in a way, and I'm like
mischievous.
Yeah, so like the first episode I watched, I was like, wait, was that Mark? Holy shit, that's Mark Hamill. That's Luke. Holy shit, that's the Joker. So it's funny that you bring that up.
And Gates McFadden's the queen. She's the queen. It's really cool. So you have like a lot of really cool actors in the show. Like, it's a really great cast. I forgot Stephen Root plays Cringer. I forgot. That's really awesome. Melissa Benoist, who was Supergirl.
Oh,
She plays Teela.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a Kevin Smith production. He writes it. He's the producer, executive producer of the show. So he has a lot of his friends that he worked with. He did a couple episodes of Supergirl. He directed some Flash shows.
Right.
So he's got a lot of his friends into it. So it's really fucking cool. Like if I say go watch something, if you like the He-Man, if you're a Master Universe fan, fucking go watch it. It's really cool. So and I think they're gonna make another Master Universe movie.
Really?
Live action, yeah.
Really?
They were talking about that for a while.
It can't get worse than the fucking shit that we've gotten already.
Yeah.
That's still the only piece of media I've watched, actually.
So this new Revolution ties to the fucking original movie. Gwildor's in it.
What?
Gwildor's fucking in it. He helps them. And Man-at-Arms is not Man-at-Arms anymore. He retires. There's another girl who now plays the Man-at-Arms.
Yeah.
He's like, I forget, he's somebody even more important now, like master of whatever, right? So he and Orko go to get Gwildor's help to do something to the Sword of Power. So like Orko and Gwildor like having this like fucking like little fucking battle with each other because they don't really like each other.
Yeah.
And you hear like Man-at-Arms, the old Man-at-Arms talking about the time when he and Gwildor like basically went through the universe together.
Oh Jesus! I mean,
universe.
And if you look really fucking briefly through like you're on Eternia and then it was like quick pan by. Remember the pink caddy?
Yeah.
It's fucking there. They fucking drew it into the background. The fucking pink Cadillac's like kind of like almost up on blocks in fucking Eternia. Like they fucking threw the movie into it.
They fucking Gwildor.
Oh my god, Gwildor's in it.
Such a horrible movie.
It's a horrible movie, but the fact that they fucking made it canon within the cartoon series, I fucking loved it.
I mean, that is pretty funny, right?
I loved it. It was awesome because it didn't ruin it. It totally made it better. It totally made the show even better. It was a great nod. Like, we know this was shit, but we're gonna bring it in here and make this fucking right and make it. But yeah, it's totally cool.
Oh my god,
yeah, it's totally cool.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was really fun. Really fun show. So there you go. Yeah. So if you get a chance, go see the new Masters of the Universe Revolution.
I'll watch it
on Netflix. Watch the first series, Revelation, and then watch Revolution. All right, that's it from us, everybody. Thank you guys for reviewing Wonka with us. And I know we're on hour 26. Oof. Oh, Millie hasn't passed out completely. I have no idea.
It is a mystery.
It is a mystery. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you. Give us a review on Apple Podcasts. If you'd be so kind, let us know what you thought of Wonka.
Yeah.
All right, as well as we thought of the episode. Don't forget to find us online at bio.link/subculture pod network. You can check out our show at entertainmentrants.com and everywhere your podcasts are sold. Yes?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll wait for Larry to finish up.
Wow.
All right, everybody, what are we going to go do?
Rant. Let's rant.
Let's rant.
And then pass out.